These are so much more than gadgets. They're design classics, coveted and imitated in their millions. They're historical artifacts, milestones in the unstoppable growth of one corporation. And they're expressions of a philosophy which has profoundly shaped our relationship with tech.
You know, it's true. When something exceeds your ability to understand how it works, it sort of becomes magical.
That's Apple's head designer, Sir Jony Ive, who was knighted in 2012. Now, he's leaving Apple to start his own consultancy after 20 years defining how tech feels and functions.
He adhered to minimalism, so he wanted things to be as simple as possible, as clear and clean as possible, and just to work supremely well. So a good example is the first iPod. All it was a hard drive. It was a white box. When he put a simple dial on the front of it, he turned a hard drive into a music machine.
Sir Jony moved to Apple in 1992, but it wasn't until Steve Jobs returned that he really got into his stride. From the iMac to the iPod to the big one.
Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
After Jobs' death, Sir Jony carried on with his successor Tim Cook, although some wondered if his heart was still in it.
Seemed as if Jony Ive's enthusiasm has waned a little bit over the last few years. I've been covering Apple for a long time, and it used to be the case that you would see him very prominently at the Apple events in California. There would be pre-recorded video with him expounding how wonderful the new product is, and there have been less and less of these recently, and it seems to be, from an outsider's point of view, just him stepping away ever so slightly.
Technologic, buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, on it.
Jony Ive might be getting out at just the right time because Apple is moving away from products and towards services. His unique skills are no longer in such demand. But his legacy will remain. Tech that's desirable. Steve Jobs once called computers bicycles for the mind. Sir Jony Ive gave that idea form. Now it's up to the rest of us to keep those machines under control. Roland Manthorpe, Sky News.